Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina and today I'm going to give you all some tutorial on an X-ray machine, and this time we're going to focus on a brand called Listem, which uses the concept of direct radiography. So throughout this video, I will guide you on how to handle Listem X-ray machine, which involves the examination room, control panel and workstation space as a whole. So this is the overview of a X-ray examination room in general. As you can refer from the picture, we have the X-ray tube which gives out the radiation. We have the erect bucky which is floor mounted, vertical column assembly that is attached to the floor rail, table bucky, and on top of it we have the flat panel detector. And other physical parts that are not included in this picture are the generator, isolator, and the switch box, which their functions will be explained later. Okay, in order to operate the X-ray machine, you need to turn on different physical parts accordingly. So first, you need to turn on the isolator, which controls the hazard light, and then you need to turn on the plug points, followed by the switch box, which connects the generator to the flat panel detector, and then turn on the control panel, which controls all the parameter settings, followed by the desktop computer and also the inkjet laser printer. So for number 4, 5 and 6, they will be placed outside of the examination room, and usually number 5 and 6 can also be referred as the workstation space. So first thing first, you need to turn on the isolator, and then the power plug and also the switch box, which is silver in color. So in order to turn your X-ray machine on, turn the isolator first, and then the power here, and then the switch box here. Next, you need to turn on the control panel, followed by the desktop computer and printer. Here, press on, initializing. Wait for a few seconds, and later it is ready to be used. Okay, not stopping, as here are some of the important parts that control each movement of the X-ray tube. First, we have the tube protractor, which acts as a reference when we angle the tube. We also have the LED lights to mark the distance between the tube and the buckies. We also have different switches that control different range movements, such as we can move the tube up and down, we can position the tube to the center of the table, we can freely move the tube, we can move it right and left, back and forth, and we can also angle the tube. Not to forget, we also have the collimator light beam controller that controls the width and height of the beam size. Okay, for the X-ray tube, we have few buttons here. So this one, if you click this one, we can move the tube horizontally. This one vertically. This one up and down. This one is when you wanted to angle the tube. When you want to do the chest, it should be angled 90 degrees like this. This is the angulator. Okay, and this one is the free gear. So you can just maneuver the machine around. Okay, so this is the collimation light. And you click it, it will show the light beam. And this is when you want to control the coordination beam size. Like that. And then if you wanted to do the chest X-ray, for example, like you need to move the tube up until the light shows that, which means this will dictate that the machine is 180 centimeters away from our chest holder. Prior of calling the patient in and performing the examination, we need to register the details on Sontu software by the desktop computer, followed by setting the exposure parameters on the control panel first, yeah? You need to turn on your desktop, your PC, and then you go and look for the software, this one, Sontu, double click. So this is the software that we're going to use. So if you wanted to perform an examination on a patient, just click register. Then you insert the patient ID, patient name, and then the patient date of birth. So you can click anyone, and then it will appear here the actual age, and you can click the gender, medical doctor, let's put Dr. An, the department, X-ray, ACC number is the clinic number, patient registration number. You can put 1, 2. Then choose the examination type, the body part. Select the body part. Thorax, we just do the chest PA, and then OK. After done registering, we may call the patient and set up the table or erect bucket by putting the detector inside the tray. Okay, so for the detector, you need to ensure that these 3 lights are on. The detector light, the charging light, and also the network light. The table bucket, how to use it is simply place the detector in here. And then push the locker. Lock it, and then key in, and adjust it. So that the light beam is parallel to the detector. And then you can adjust the beam according to the patient body size or according to the body part that you want. A detector fit into the erect bucket, and then we lock it like this, and then we push it in. Okay, since we're doing we're doing the chest, so we set the distance to 180 centimeters. Take note that the central ray should be centered to the center of detector inside the erect bucket. The beam to the erect bucket should be like this. 1 line. And next, we're going to move on to the control panel. The features included in the control panel are, they have the system power on and off button, self-diagnostic circuitry with error code which they will light up once the wrong measurement is taken, digital console with different anatomical program radiography, body size selection button for the patients, preparation and exposure button, and finally the optimal exposure factor selection, as this depends on the examination and body size. Choose the selected button, chest PA. This one, they also have other selected body part. They have abdomen here, and then for the spine also, upper extremities, lower extremities, and these are for the body size. So we choose the chest one, and then we select the KVP, MLS according to the patient's body size. And then from here, you just press return. Wait until the light is on, only then you can shoot. So by now, the exposed image will appear on the monitor, and from that, you can proceed to edit the image using various features as offered in the Sontu software. Okay, so this is the image that has been generated. So you can edit the image by simply right-click the mouse and drag it like that. Yeah, so you can adjust the contrast and also the density. And here we got so many icons here. You can reset after you've done editing like this. You can reset. This is the original image. You can magnify it like this to certain parts. You can pan, which means you can move the image. And then you can invert the image to different contrast, and you can crop this image like this, and then you can crop like that. This one is to accept or reject the image. You can rotate 90 degrees and also flip it horizontally or vertically, and then you can put a marker there, right, left, and enter some text. PA, erect. Click OK, and you can drag and place it here. while the rest are optional features available, as these features need to be requested from the supplier beforehand. And then you can save the image. Yes, and you can print. So this is the image preview before you print it. You can select any size you want. I click for the full image, so this one will be printed on a film, only one film. And here also you can still edit. You can rotate, you can pan, and even adjust the contrast and density. Only then you can click print and start printing. Lastly, after acquiring the image and you wanted to shut down the machine, please follow these steps in order. If you still wanted to use it, then just leave it as it is. So the order will be: first you need to shut down the control panel, followed by desktop monitor, then inkjet laser printer, switch box, plug points, and finally the isolator. After everything is done, you can simply turn the generator off by switching off the silver box first. Switch it off like this, and then we switch